It's 2015. I'm 27 years old and I'm sitting in a bar in Chiang Mai, Thailand with two of my friends. There are flashing lights in front of me and teenage boys dancing on the stage in their underwear. I'm not there by accident. I have a hidden camera on me and I'm in beginning stages of filming a documentary film on the sex trafficking of boys in Thailand's sex tourism industry. Many of these boys come from the hill tribes in Thailand or are refugees from the outerlying countries. They many times are undocumented, and because they're undocumented, they don't have access to job training or education, so they end up on the streets. And on the streets, they get picked up and are lured into the sex trade as a means for survival. So back in the bar, two of the boys come over to us. They recognize one of my friends as Alexandra Russell, the founder of Urban Light, a local nonprofit organization that helps rebuild the lives of the boys that are just like them. So we have an oh shit moment, and we gather all our things and we start to head out the back door, and as we're walking out the back, we overhear the bar owner, a European white older man, bragging to his middle-aged white men customers about how beautiful his boys are. So we go downstairs and we wait for the boys to get off of work, and we start talking to them. And we ask them how old they are, and giggling, they say 18, because it's very obvious that they're much younger than that. And it became clear to me in this conversation that these boys felt safer to stay unseen, they felt unsafe to share their story, and they were protecting their abusers. As a documentary filmmaker, I'm removing the blindfold on sex trafficking of boys in Thailand's sex tourism industry by revealing the truth. And on the storytelling platform that I created called Blindfold, we remove the blindfold on global issues by revealing the truth. And we share the stories of activists like my friend Alexandra Russell, advocates and educators who are doing meaningful work to make things right in the world. And by sharing these stories, it's my belief that we are contributing to the collective healing of our planet. But there's one story that I haven't removed the blindfold on yet, and that's my own. It's November 2018, and I'm sitting in a conference room in New York City with a sexual assault advocate and a lawyer. This isn't a report for the first time that I experienced physical abuse or sexual assault in my life, but with the help and support of this sexual assault advocate, it's the first time that I'm choosing to be seen. I'm choosing to share my story, and I'm choosing to report one of my abusers. It took me 4 years to get there to share my story because I was so terrified that they wouldn't believe me and that nothing would be done about it. So I'm sitting in this office, falling into old habits of fidgeting with my fingers and hiding my hands under my thighs, becoming as small as possible. And I'm sharing my story with this lawyer who's so stoic, and she's deconstructing every sentence that comes out of my mouth, asking question after question. And I feel so vulnerable. 1 month later, on Christmas Eve, I receive a letter that says they won't be moving forward with my case because there wasn't enough evidence. And I broke down. Every fear and survival technique that I had ever learned from years of experiencing layers of physical abuse and sexual assault were rushing back to me to be reconfirmed that it's unsafe to be seen, it's unsafe to share my story, and ultimately, the system would protect my abuser. So I went into a deep depression, and after days of being paralyzed on my couch, I woke up to the realization that I no longer had to be a victim, that I could reclaim my power by prioritizing healing, so I did. I found a therapist, and I found 2 coaches, and I started prioritizing and implementing different modalities of self-care and self-love, like meditation, journaling, and self-acceptance. So today, I'm not here by accident. I'm removing the blindfold on sexual assault and physical abuse by sharing my story. I invite all of you to look into your own lives and see where there is opportunity to remove the blindfold by sharing your truth. I will be seen. I will share my story. And through my story, through blindfold, and through documentary filmmaking, I will continue to speak the truth.